Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Chall, and today Chall Chats Theme Parks, and this is on changes to Shockwave, Europe's only Intamin Stand Up Coaster, Europe's only stand-up roller coaster at Drayton Manor Resort over in Tamworth. Now, there seems to be some changes coming next season to the iconic roller coaster here in the UK, and we're going to discuss more about that and a bit of history on the ride, and also share my thoughts on this attraction. Now, with the summer weather still being here while it's September, we thought we'd try and film outside today. So before we get started, make sure we do hit that subscribe button because we are getting so close to 2,200 subscribers now. I can just almost touch it, which means we are on the way to 2,500 subscribers, and we're getting close to that 500,000 views mark. So please go and check out the rest of the content, sports and theme parks, on this channel. We've got some great videos. And for now, guys, let's discuss Shockwave at Drayton Manor. So let's first of all go into a bit of the history about this roller coaster. So Shockwave opened at Drayton Manor back in 1994, an important theme park season for the United Kingdom, alongside the opening of attractions such as Nemesis at Alton Towers Resort and the Pepsi Max Big One, now known as the Big One at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Originally called the 7-Up Shockwave, this ride reaches heart racing speeds of 53 miles per hour and delivers up to 4 Gs of force. It's Europe's first Intamin Stand Up roller coaster and is still only one of 2 in Europe, but not for much longer. The ride is seemingly expected to receive new changes for the 2024 season, the same year in which the park will open its new Intamin Family Lift and Launch Coaster on the site of both Apocalypse and Pandemonium. So here are some of the facts that we know about the changes to Shockwave via an interview including Theme Park Worldwide and the park's managing director. The track will remain the same, the coaster will seemingly get new trains, it seems like they're confirming the stand-up element of Shockwave will be removed, it will have a new name and a new theme, which sounds like a slight variation on the old theme, a height requirement reduction from 1.4 metres to 1.2 metres, and some teased, quote, hidden surprise elements being added to the ride. So let's share my thoughts on the changes on Shockwave and what we could expect from the new style attraction next year. So let's go in depth into my thoughts on Shockwave's changes at Drayton Manor. Obviously, first of all, this is a major piece of breaking news here from the UK theme park industry. Shockwave is a mega roller coaster in terms of its history and its heritage here in the UK, and Shockwave is a vital part of the UK theme park history books. And the stand-up element really is a part of a unique trend of unique roller coasters, and the stand-up element makes it that unique. So to see the stand-up element go from a heritage point of view, it is a very, very sad shame. But I guess there are some big positives with this change as well, obviously with the addition of the height requirement reduction, making it more of a family coaster and bringing more of the families into it, which, you know, fits with more of Drayton Manor's 2023 target audience. Obviously, the new trains, the new theme, the new name. Now, the new theme and the new name is something I wanted to talk about a little bit more in detail because, as we know, Shockwave sits in the Adventure Cove section of the park. So you've got the newest attraction, the Wave Swinger, you've got the rethemed Rapids, you've got all these different attractions around the area, Air Race that opened back in 2014 at the park. So you've got these refurbished attractions, you've got these new attractions, and you've also got these changes coming into the area as part of the restoration of that part of the park that took place just a few years ago. And I can't believe we're saying a few years ago about Adventure Cove already. But Drayton Manor wants to sort of go along with that and, you know, go and do additions to that. So in terms of a new name and a new theme, I would not be surprised at all if it ties into the Adventure Cove area, because what you don't want is a clash of themes. You don't want something that's got a story that doesn't tie into the area it sits in, because you're just going to get a clash. And it's like, well, Shockwave and it's, or the new Shockwave, we're going to code name it ourselves the new Shockwave for now before the new name gets revealed. So the new Shockwave, for example, you're saying, well, is it going to be in this new area, like is it in its own plot of land? You know, you've got Adventure Cove right next to it. How do they both tie into each other? That's the kind of creative question mark you've got with this park, with the changes to Shockwave for next year. You've got this kind of creative clash and this creative sort of collision and calamity where it's like the storyline for this ride, will it tie into Adventure Cove? If not, will the two themes clash? And that's something that Drayton Manor's going to really work around, but I would not be surprised if it ties into the Adventure Cove section. Wouldn't be surprised at all if it was followed that kind of seaside beach theme, tie into Shockwave. Maybe it's a natural disaster storyline on this beach, this Adventure Cove beach. Maybe it ties back into that storyline of the area. So I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of ties in the Shockwave name and the theme like it is set to do with the actual area it's going to sit in. Now, obviously, the new trains for this ride, there is the sort of debate of whether it's going to be flawless or sit down. I think with the reduction in height to 1.2, I think that pretty much confirms it will be a sit down roller coaster now rather than a flawless. We know it's going to go to sit down pretty much with the height requirement reduction. So be expected to see a sit down coaster, new sit down trains. I'm sure the train design from B&M or whoever's doing it will be, very, very good indeed. And finally, I just want to say this on the overall idea of it. To put it in 2024 as well, when you've got the family lift and launch coaster going in where the old Drop Tower Apocalypse once stood and Pandemonium once stood, manufactured by Fabry, you've got this area with this big new coaster, and now you've got Shockwave changes going on in Adventure Cove. So you've got two different changes in two different areas of the park. Drayton Manor are really trying to expand the audience across different areas of the park next season with new stuff for you to check out. So you've got this brand new roller coaster that most people will be going to anyway, but now you've got, hey, look at this, Shockwave, we've got some changes coming to it, go and check them out. So, it's going to be a completely new Shockwave and a new coaster going in next year, which makes Drayton Manor a whole lot more exciting next season, because the coaster makes the park exciting as it is next season, but these changes make it a whole lot even more exciting. So there we go, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. We've got plenty of new stuff coming on the channel. We've got a video from Legoland Wins to check out this week. We've got a video from the Six Flags announcements to check out this week. I'm quite late to announcing Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point, but I may try and look at getting a late analysis video done on that one as construction continues with that project. But be rest assured, the theme park content will ramp up on this channel this year for the rest of this season going into 2024. And of course, we've got two big Halloween opening nights to check out in October, so stay tuned for videos and reports from both those trips, which we will announce at a later date on the channel and social media accounts across all different social media platforms. But for now, guys, I am the CHALL. Ta-ra for now.